concept of underperformers. Okay, who are underperformers, and what are the reasons that make an employee a underperformer? Okay, so we have identified few reasons that through the answer. One of which stated that lack of clarity. Of course, yes, one of the major reason. If I'm working somewhere and if I'm not having clarity of the work, of course, even if I am very talented and I have all the skills, okay, I will be an underperformer, okay, because I'm not having clarity and I'm spending half of my time in figuring out, how to get the work done. So, could be one of the reason that one can become an underperformer. Then poor domestic life or personal life. Okay. Of course, yes. If your work-life balance is poor, you tend to become an underperformer since you are in the stress of your personal issues and your work productivity is getting affected. The quality that you deliver at the workplace might not be up to the mark. So that can be the another reason for being an underperformer. Then poor relations at workplace and having bad equation with people or your colleague can be another reason that you become an underperformer, because since you do not have that kind of cordial relation with people at workplace, again you will be in the dilemma of how to get the work done. Okay, and that can make you an underperformer. All right. What else? Probably you are doing something which is not your area of interest. For example, you're working in accounts department. However, you are more inclined towards, marketing. Can be the another reason that you are an underperformer. Okay. This happens most of the time. The career that we choose, okay, might not be satisfying us because it is not going in the way it should go, or it is probably not in the way that you have perceived it to be. For example, आपने ऐसे सोचा होगा कि ये फील्ड में मैं ऐसा करूंगी because this field has to offer me these things. Okay, but when you join into that particular industry or that particular field, और आप डिस्कवर कर रहे हो कि आपकी इमेजिनेशन से वो एकदम ही अलग है, इट इज कॉन्ट्रडिक्टिंग योर इमेजिनेशन. So that can be the another reason that a person can become an underperformer. Okay? So we have seen several reasons that why an employee can be an underperformer. Now let us see what are the steps to manage this underperformance. See very clearly, you cannot continue with people who are not delivering quality at workplace. Number one. Number two, you cannot lay off everyone. क्योंकि सब अच्छा काम नहीं कर रहे तो सबको जॉब पे से निकाल दो is not the solution. Okay, you first have to identify the gap and fill that gap. You can do it through training and development, or then you can do the simply 5 steps, okay, to manage the underperformers. Mujhe, even before going on to the textbook notes, what I understand is to deal with the underperformer. I think the first thing is to identify the reason of why the employee is an underperformer. Okay, counsel your employee in case if you identify that your employee is an underperformer because his work-life balance is poor, okay, or there is some personal issues in his work, in his personal life. Okay, so you can counsel your employee and tell him that we understand that you have problems in your life, but since you are employed there and that you are accountable and answerable, okay, please deliver quality services. If you need any assistance and help, we are there. Okay, so I think the very first thing is identify the reasons of underperformer. What are the reasons that contribute the person to become an underperformer? First is this, and second is, of course, as I said, you start counseling them. Okay, and try to bridge the gap. Okay, if there's a lack of skills and lack of knowledge, you upgrade it through the help of training and development. Now let us see what are the steps as mentioned in your textbook. Okay, किसी का ना ऑडियो चालू है, प्लीज वो बंद कर दीजिए. Okay, who is gonna read this? Steps required to manage underperformers. Anyone in the session?
Identity underperformance via the performance management system. Second, Identify the reasons for or causes of underperformance via the performance review meeting. Third, decide and agree on the action required at the performance review meeting using the performance improvement action plan. Fourth, resource the action. Fifth, monitor and provide feedback.
I think very simplified way of putting across on how to manage your underperformers. First is you identify people who are not performing up to the mark. Okay. Second is you can figure out the causes for underperformance. Keep a review meeting, have a one-on-one discussion with your employee. Okay. It's perfectly all right to encounter people who are not good performers. Okay, don't keep a thing on your mind that is it fine to ask my employee what if he feels bad, what if he resigns. See, remember one thing, your employees are employed in the company to do certain tasks, okay, to perform and to contribute to the net worth. If at the end of the day this is not happening, if at the end of the day they are not contributing to your network, then their existence in the company is of no value. Okay, and you cannot continue with people like this because then it is a liability, right? So have no have no hesitation in encountering people who are underperformers. But yes, there is a way you talk to them. Okay, there is a way you put across your concern. Okay, um a very important keep the element of respect. Okay, talk to them with respect, and try to understand what are the issues. Okay, in the review meeting there are chances that there might be some heated arguments because the underperformer might give you some stupid excuses or some unconvincing reasons which should not make you get angry. Okay, you have to be very good listener. Okay, and have a lot of patience while dealing with such kind of employees. All the students who are there in the session right now, you all are have opted for HR specialization. Okay, remember an HR is expected to be more calm. Okay, to be more patient enough. Okay, to have good interpersonal skills, because you have to deal with people. You are not going to deal with machines. You all are not engineers to handle machines. Okay, you all are handling even more complex a thing, and which is human being. Okay, क्योंकि मशीन्स को तो फिर भी आप ऑपरेट कर सकते हो, है ना? उसके उसके ब्रेकडाउन के लिए आप उसको रिपेयर कर सकते हो, मेंटेनेंस कर सकते हो. But HRs are going to deal with employees. That means human being. Okay, very complex in nature, unpredictable and dynamic. Okay, because everybody is different. है ना? So while in the performance review meeting, okay, when you encounter the underperformers, please have a lot of patience, okay, and listen to them very carefully. Then third one is decide on and agree on particular. I see one has to come to a common consensus, right? Underperformer reasons दे रहा है कि मेरा performance अच्छा नहीं हुआ because of so and so and so and so reason. HR को कन्विंसिंग नहीं भी लग रहा है तो भी दोनों को एक कॉमन कॉन्सेंसस पे तो आना पड़ेगा ना. सम एक्शन प्लान हैज टू बी मेड. You cannot continue with conflicts, and you cannot continue with arguments. That is not going to help you. At the end of the day, you need results, right? So come on to a common consensus, okay, and design a good action plan. Okay, of course जो भी action plan prepare करते हो उसके लिए resources तो लगेगा ना. So make an arrangement of necessary resources. And lastly, monitor and provide feedback. Okay. You have to have a close watch on people who are underperformers and now who are put into action plan. How are they doing it now? Okay, after providing them the necessary resources. Okay. If they still continue with poor performance, I think high time the company has to take some necessary actions. I hope there is no difficulty in understanding these 5 steps.
No,
No,
ma'am.
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
All right. So we move on to the concluding paragraph. The concluding paragraph talks about retraining. Let us understand how it is put across. Okay, Arun.
Retraining. Providing additional training to underperforming employees on key performance areas is known as retraining. Given the pace of change of technology, it's easy for people's skills to become outdated. To avoid
Obsolete.
obsolescence, obsolescence of skills and knowledge, retraining is provided to the employees. Retraining recognizes the need to retain employees and keep their skills current and updated. There are various types of retraining you can provide. First, training seminars within house or external providers. Second, computer-based training. Rectify poor performance. People and organizations may get into ruts and fail to recognize CBT. Third, simulation exercises. Fourth, subsidized college or university courses.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have to read the next line also.
No, no, no. That is actually the introductory line for the next answer. Okay, let us understand the concept of retraining. I think retraining is not just targeting the underperformers. Usually, it is done in every company to all the employees. Okay, retraining is a training which is given to your existing employees for polishing their skills and upgrading their knowledge, especially in the current areas of their job. Okay, for instance, someone who is an IT employee would need a training. I feel on quarterly basis because there is so much of revolution that is happening in context to technology. You know? So they might require training more frequently. Okay, so retraining is something which is to be done to ensure that your present set of employees are having that kind of required skills and knowledge. Okay. See, you are studying the concept of underperformers. Let us not get diverted from the main answer. Our main answer is underperformers, concept of underperformers, and how we are going to deal with them. Okay. Your employees should not turn out to be underperformers, and therefore, okay, as a precautionary step, you should always conduct something called as retraining. Okay. You can do it through different ways, training, seminars, it can be computer based. Keep it very flexible, not necessary for your employees to visit to a particular training house. You can do it a virtual training also. I think now that things are happening virtual, you can hire an expert, someone who is at a remote place also, and can provide the training virtually. Okay, and then there can be some subsidized colleges and universities, which are giving certified courses to your employees, which will help them upgrade their knowledge and skills. Okay, and then they can perform the work or task in much quality manner. लेट मी टेल यू स्टूडेंट्स, जैसे ये सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स आप लोगों की अंडर ग्रेजुएट स्टडीज के टाइम इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया है, similarly such kind of things are happening with companies who would want to maintain their image in the market, who would want their people to work with quality. Okay, they definitely will would encourage their employees to pursue further professional degrees and courses, or which shall enhance their knowledge and skills. Okay. Now, let me tell you one more thing. We have in a college, we have this IQAC, uh, that is internal quality assessment cell. I just in short, I'm just telling you. um, our IQAC coordinator is Dr. Hinduja Srichan, and he has a good contacts with people, and through that contacts and through that networking, we are able to have Bhojraj uh, uh, funds, that a scholarship that is given to our meritorious students every year. Okay, I don't know, there might be someone beneficiary right now in the session also. Okay, Bhojraj funds is given to the meritorious students. So they decided this year to come up with a comprehensive 90 hours plan, 90. Okay, 90 hours plan, which is divided into different parts. Okay, and every 20 hours part is based on different things, digital literacy and much more. Not like the NUSSD plan, this is different, this is completely different. Okay, and these are certified courses. Okay, which which will definitely add on value to your resume. If you do it from outside, the valuation of this particular 90 hours course is even more than 1,50,000, is what I understood when they were, having this discussion. Okay. They requested us that we want 20. Requested means they had put up the proposal. Okay, if you want to have this, okay, we will do it as a part of a CSR for completely free of cost to your students. Okay, पूरे institute में से only 20 students were have to be, um, I think बहुत ही केयरफुली 20 स्टूडेंट्स को पिकअप करना है जो रेगुलर रहेंगे और जो ये सेशंस अटेंड करेंगे. ट्रस्ट मी स्टूडेंट्स, आई डिड नॉट इवन आस्क यू. मेरे को लगता है मैं फर्स्ट टाइम आपसे ये डिस्कस कर रही हूँ क्योंकि ये डिस्कशन होके 2 वीक्स हो चुका है. Okay, and I clearly said them that my students, I'm really sorry that my TYBMS students, I don't know, they are keeping it quite busy with their own stuff. So what if they don't attend? It will be like, you will be questioning me again and again. So therefore I, from BMS nil. Okay, they wanted only TY batch. Okay, so from the other courses, they have picked up 1 2 1 2 1 2. ऐसे करके they have made 20 students. And these 20 students are expected that, they are not supposed to see. When I am choosing someone, I can be unfair also, right? So कोई एक अच्छा पोटेंशियल स्टूडेंट को जाना चाहिए ये अपॉर्चुनिटी, लेकिन शायद मैं बायस भी हो सकती हूँ. ओके, इसलिए उन्होंने क्या बोला था कि आप जिसको चूज कर रहे हो ना, one thing you keep in mind, you tell the student that they are not supposed to disclose this. Okay, otherwise the other students will feel bad कि उनको opportunity क्यों नहीं मिला. Okay, and I was very surprised क्योंकि मुझे नहीं लगता यहाँ पे किसी को भी opportunity से कुछ concern है. So I said it's okay even if I tell this to my 100 students of TYBMS, they wouldn't mind to lose this opportunity. Okay. And this is already gone to some other students. Okay. This 90 hours session, okay, is something which is, they, according to them, it's going to transform the students completely. Okay. Now, why did I put this here now? Is because, see, look at your answer. Okay. See, here also it is mentioned, not just the underperformers, otherwise also every employee is entitled to, upgrade their knowledge and skills. Okay, and to make sure that they are delivering quality services. So companies unko karti hai, that you have to join this course, you have to enroll here. I think those who are there in marketing department are nowadays, most of the companies, they are asking them to get certified through digital marketing courses. एक सिक्किम यूनिवर्सिटी का बहुत अच्छा डिजिटल मार्केटिंग कोर्स है. आप में से आप तो सारे एचआर के स्टूडेंट्स हो, बट मार्केटिंग स्टूडेंट्स को मैं एडवाइस करना चाहूंगी that they should opt for that particular course. It's something 27,000 or 28,000, I don't know. और वो कोर्स कंप्लीट करने के बाद 100% the placements would be very good. It is going to make you someone different from the other candidates. Okay, and that is what is today. It is very current and trend. Digital marketing is, it's a buzz, I guess. Most of the companies are now doing digital marketing. So, because truth be told, for large companies, heavy funded businesses like Amazon, yeah, Flipkart, see, they have a lot of money to do marketing and do endorsements through celebrities. Uh, uh, but small scale businesses or medium scale enterprises, they barely have funds to, do marketing. So I think for them it is much convenient and advisable to go ahead with digital marketing. तो आजकल है ना बहुत सारे डिजिटल मार्केटिंग के कोर्सेज आपको हर जगह सुनाई देंगे. एवरी कॉर्नर यू विल फाइंड आउट दिस. ओके, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू लोकेट और टू फिगर आउट कौन सा अच्छा है. तो सिक्किम यूनिवर्सिटी का जो एक है ना डिजिटल मार्केटिंग का कोर्स, वो बहुत ब्यूटिफुली डिजाइंड है. एंड इट एक्चुअली adds value to your knowledge. Okay, so when you're joining any company, this is something which is going to be inevitable. आप लोग ये मत assume करो कि आपका learning period finish होने वाला है और आप सिर्फ execution पे रहोगे. Okay, learning is going to be lifetime. Okay, and with the current changing dynamics in the market, and with the I feel this learning is going to become a permanent part of things. Okay, people will be asked to continue with so many professional courses to add on to their resumes to be even eligible to continue working with the company. And if you're not doing it, employers might not want to see you. It's very clear. Okay, so yes, you can do retraining through subsidized colleges or university courses, which might be at reasonable prices. Let us see uh, key issues and challenges in in performance management. I hope there is no difficulty in understanding this. हमने क्या complete किया 5 steps of underperformers to manage the underperformers, and then we have seen we can also do retraining to deal with them. Let us understand the key issues and challenges in performance management. इससे मिलता जुलता एक आंसर हमने पहले भी किया है, तो it is going to be very easy. Uh, okay, we will start this. Point number 1.
The main issue in the practice of performance appraisal activity is the fairness of the performance evaluation decision. Raters have problems evaluating the performance appraisal in a proper way. Performance of individual employees is not measured accurately, which can lead to dissatisfaction with the system.
Okay, I think this type of answer we have already dealt in the earlier lectures. Okay, where we have discussed there are so many issues in performance management. One of the major issue is having no trust with the rater. Chances are that the rater is not doing his job perfectly. Okay, as in he is biased when he's providing the ratings. So that can be one of the major issue in performance management, because that will lead to dissatisfaction. And point number 2 is
One of the factors that contribute to employees' dissatisfaction is that raters are not knowledgeable and do not have the required skills. This will affect the process of evaluation because bias may occur. The employees will be skeptical about the reliability and the fairness of the process. Although there is a formal evaluation form and set of standards to be followed, employees seem not to trust the tools of evaluation.
again very interesting. I think employees might be dissatisfied with the entire process of performance management, possibly because the rater himself is not knowledgeable. Okay, and if at all you identify that your rater is very biased and putting across his rating, I think you become very skeptical about the reliability and fairness. आपको ऐसे लगेगा ना ये इतना biased है तो ये पूरा system ही corrupt होगा. आई थिंक एक बार आप एक्सपीरियंस करते हो तो नेक्स्ट टाइम आपको फेथ इतना इजीली आता नहीं है. सिंपल एग्जांपल, मुझे ऐसा बोलना तो नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन मेरे को अपने पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट एंड के साथ में कोई बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस नहीं रहा है, एंड आफ्टर विच आई जस्ट स्टॉप बिलीविंग देम, विच इज सी दिस इज रॉन्ग. आई थिंक एक एक्सपीरियंस के बेसिस पे हमें जनरलाइज नहीं करना चाहिए, लेकिन हो गया है अभी ऐसा, क्या करें, क्योंकि एम्प्लॉयज के साथ में भी ऐसा ही होता है. इफ दे फील दैट दिस पर्टिकुलर system is not fair, they might start having trust issues with the entire system. Maybe the manager is unfair, but not the management, but not the client, not the banker, not the colleague. Okay, performance management includes 360-degree appraisal. सबके व्यू पॉइंट्स को कंसिडर किया जाएगा ना. लेकिन मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, मेरे को बस मेरे मैनेजर से प्रॉब्लम है और लग रहा है मैनेजर फेयर रेटिंग नहीं कर रहा है, तो मैं पूरे सिस्टम के ऊपर क्वेश्चन मार्क कर दूंगी. And I might not trust the tools of evaluation. Okay, I might feel that just like manager ने तो मेरे को poor rating देना है, why should I give my 100% in the workplace? Okay, this might happen. So this is just that we just try to connect our experiences and we consider it that ये हमेशा ऐसे ही होने वाला है. This, I don't know if you have heard this. हम बोलते ना ये तो हमेशा क्या स्वच्छ भारत अभियान, why wasting so much of money? People here in India are not bothered about hygiene and all. They care a damn about it. Okay, so ये generalize हो गया है अभी, आपके mind ने इसको ऐसा accept कर लिया है that people won't change. Okay, so तो कुछ नया इंट्रोड्यूस भी करना है तो आपका वो जो बेसिक अजम्पशन है दिमाग में वो फिट है दैट पीपल विल नॉट चेंज. I had a poor experience with complaints in police department. तो मुझे ऐसे लगता है that they're useless. They are. It's no point. Okay, even if I ask them to track the complaint or to do something about it, they're not doing it. Okay, so I find it very ineffective. I mean, next time जाऊंगी नहीं उनके पास में. I feel my problems cannot, the solution cannot be addressed by them. I only have to find out the solutions for my problems. Okay. So similarly, employees also. Okay, once they get this experience that their rater is not competent enough, going forward वो शायद पूरे system पे question करेंगे कि वो trust element नहीं रहेगा. So that can be the another key issue or challenges in performance management. I think we can take one more point and then possibly I stop. Okay, point number 3.
There is an issue of subjectivity in the performance evaluation in the public and private sector. Although it is written in all management policies to be as objective as possible, however, during the implementation of performance appraisal, the evaluation becomes subjective. The subjectivity of evaluation discourages employees on supporting the measurement of performance appraisal. Therefore, the objective of the performance appraisal is not achieved.
uh, it is very subjective, as I said you. Simple example, if you are having 6 or 7 subjects, okay, और एक या दो सब्जेक्ट में आपको ना poor performance या आपको रेटिंग खराब आ रही है, तो आपका कंक्लूजन क्या होगा कि बाकी सब्जेक्ट में अच्छे मार्क्स आ रहे हैं, यहाँ पे खराब मार्क्स आ रहे हैं, ये टीचर ही बायस्ड है, ये या फिर ये टीचर का इवैल्यूएशन बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट है, या ये मार्क्स अच्छे से नहीं दे रहे, ये बहुत स्ट्रिक्टली चेक कर रहे हैं. Okay, it is different for different teachers. Okay, see, मेरे को एक पर्टिकुलर, मेरे को लेंथ ऑफ द आंसर से कभी इम्पोर्टेंट, कभी मैटर नहीं करता है. मुझे कंटेंट, ओके, इफ इट इज सैटिस्फैक्टरी, आई माइट गिव यू फुल मार्क्स आल्सो, इवन इफ यू राइट फॉर जस्ट वन पैराग्राफ. ओके, देयर माइट बी सम अदर फैकल्टी जिसको लेंथ ऑफ द आंसर मैटर करता है कि नहीं, 10 मार्क्स के लिए वन पैराग्राफ कैसे, क्या आपको एटलीस्ट 3 पेज लिखना होगा. ओके, आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू, इट इज वेरी सब्जेक्टिव फिनोमिना. Okay, different for different people. All right, so this is again one of the major challenge that although companies are trying to make it way too objective. Okay, but this again, this objectivity itself is a big question. Okay, conduct कौन कर रहा है, manage कौन कर रहा है, it's being managed by people only, right? So objectivity evaluation is never going to happen. There is an element of subjectivity which will be there. Okay, and this makes the performance management, again, this makes it a major issue or a challenge in performance management, that people are not convinced. Okay, that they might find it very subjective. एक और एग्जाम्पल एडवर्टाइजिंग का, जैसे मेरे लिए जेन्यून है तो ठीक है, लेकिन स्मृति के लिए शी माइट फील दैट ये मैम एडवर्टाइजिंग थोड़ा ह्यूमरस होना चाहिए, थोड़ा जोक रहेगा उसमें, थोड़ा फन एलिमेंट रहेगा, तो ही तो लोग देखेंगे, अगर देखेंगे तो विजिबिलिटी रहेगा, तो रिलायबिलिटी आएगा, तो लोग परचेस करेंगे. सो फॉर हर इट इज डिफरेंट एंड फॉर मी इट इज डिफरेंट. फॉर मी नहीं, आप अगर बोल रहे हो ये फेयरनेस क्रीम से लोग फेयर होते, तो वो होना चाहिए. Just one example, I do not encourage this, just to give you one example. ओके, और अगर ये क्लीनिंग वॉशिंग पाउडर बोल रहा है इसे पूरा क्लीन होता है, तो होना ही चाहिए. इफ यू टेलिंग दिस कि ये जर्म्स किलो का 99.99%, तो वो पूरा होना ही चाहिए 99.99%. जेन्यून, आई गिव मोर इम्पोर्टेंस टू जेन्यून फैक्टर्स, whereas Smruti gives more importance to the fun and humor factor. Okay, तो ये सब्जेक्टिव हो गया ना एकदम. फॉर हर इट इज डिफरेंट, फॉर मी इट इज डिफरेंट. Okay, so this being very subjective in nature, it becomes a very challenging task for the company to make an effective performance management system. We are running short out of time, and I think I stop here. Hope there is no difficulty, and I hope you have no complaints as such. हाँ, कि मैंने आप लोगों को पूछा नहीं और बिना पूछे ही मैंने वहाँ पे बोल दिया कि मेरे स्टूडेंट्स इंटरेस्टेड नहीं रहेंगे. आप किसी और किसी, लेट मी पुट ऑफ दिस